Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, man, your mouth too full.
I was
Welcome
taking a
back,
sip and you
folks.
started counting down, man. It was like,
Swallow it. Hurry up. One gulp. Welcome back, folks. Episode 35 of the Wrinkled Podcast. My name is Morgan.
yeah.
And this is Hunter, a.k.a. Sir Squatch. Look at that smooth head. Oh, man.
This
You're looking
not
good.
not a single wrinkle on there either. Just like my brain.
That's what this podcast is all about. Taking away wrinkles or adding to them.
Expanding those wrinkles, man.
That's right.
Or
growing new ones.
Yeah, getting rid of them.
Yeah. You know. However it goes. So I just saw, what was it, yesterday? I think it was the FCC. They passed or considered internet under net neutrality.
Yeah, again, which
Right.
this is like a 10-year-old conversation, at this point, unfortunately, because we used to have it. And then when around the time that Trump was elected, he pushed, I think his name was Ajit Pai.
Mm-hmm.
He was the head of the FCC, and then they repealed net neutrality laws under him. And then now we're back to having net neutrality, which is only a win for the consumer,
Yeah. I can't
if you
believe
have
that
stock
ever
in any of
changed.
these companies, and yeah, that's a little different, but
I can't believe that it ever got repealed.
that's
Like
fucking
this day and
garbage,
age,
man.
the internet is as essential as electricity and water
Yeah,
and everything else.
it
It's
really
crazy.
should be codified as a public utility,
Right.
you know.
Oh, and for those who don't know what net neutrality is, certain, again, like public utilities, kind of necessities for society and life, again, water, electricity, they're monitored by the government with a little more scrutiny to make sure that, oh, this area is super wealthy, so we're going to charge them triple for internet or some shit like
Yeah.
that. Kind of keeps them from being able to do that.
Yeah.
And so now the
Kind
internet is
of,
back
corporation
in that realm.
not being an asshole.
Yeah. Because, they're out to make money. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like with employees who think, oh, they should pay me more because I deserve it. They don't care.
No.
They're there to make money. So the only way you're going to make more is to show them why. And today I've got another probiotic.
Ooh.
Classic root beer Olipop.
Making them guts work right.
Dude, I literally took a dump not 10 minutes before I turned the camera on. It was such a quick dump. It was like I still have half my iced coffee.
Oh, well.
I had tri-tip broccoli rice for breakfast, which, oh my God, dude.
Solid breakfast, man.
Dude, I know. She woke up and she's like, you know what I'm craving? And I'm like, oh, it's going to be something weird. Fried chicken and sushi. And so I ran to Safeway to get like the 8-pack of fried chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And that was breakfast. Fried chicken, rice, corn, broccoli, and then I had steak. And man, I don't know. I guess it got me working. I just hit the toilet. It was nice and smooth. Didn't even have to push. It was just like, ah.
And that is literally the opposite of my last like 12 hours.
Oh, yeah.
So that's been fun.
The best part was it only took like 3 wipes. That first dry wipe to get like the big stuff. And then I got some of those dude wipes.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, changed my world. No more burn.
Key.
The aloe, you can feel it. It's cooling. I thought I ordered 3 packs. I ordered 3 of 3. So
it comes with 9.
Yeah.
Listen, that shit. I do a big purchase before like the kind of the heat, summertime comes.
Mm-hmm.
That'll last me through the summer.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start ordering stuff like that through like Costco.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a good dealio. And then we're about to buy our hotel reservations for Japan today.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool. Dude, some of the hotels there are so cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like, listen, I love America. And I love a lot of what we're doing here. Man, some of the shit, you look at hotels and it's like, oh, complimentary in-room massages.
Yeah.
What are they called? The toilet, not a duvet.
Oh, a bidet.
A bidet.
Duvet.
Like rainfall, shower head, washing machine. And then you go downstairs and, oh yeah, you want this like 8-course breakfast. It'll be $4. Dude, they're so nice. So we're definitely stoked for that.
I think they have that Godzilla hotel in Japan
Dude,
that I
I
really
saw
want to
that.
go to.
I saw that. I'm
It's
gonna
like,
look
oh, that
into
looks
it.
amazing.
If it's close to Shibuya, then we might
I
stay
think
there.
it is in Shibuya, actually.
Okay. Then we might look at that because that was literally the profile picture of one of them was just
hmm
Godzilla.
Though he's hanging over the top of
Yeah.
the dude. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, I'd be so at home there.
Yep. So it's gonna be so much fun, man. I'll get you
All
something
the
from Japan.
small Japanese people point at me.
Yeah.
I'm a big American
Godzilla,
man.
Godzilla baby.
Music just starts playing.
Oh, oh, that's great. Like I said, I'll get you something from Japan.
Hell yeah, dude. Listen,
What do you want?
if you want
Something.
me to send me, I could send you some cash, man. If you want to give me like something real nice.
I'll let you know what they have there because
Yeah.
we're exploring. Uh, I want to go. I'm gonna go to the Goku restaurant, like the Dragon Ball
hmm
Z restaurant.
The ramen place.
Yeah, and then
Hell
we're
yeah,
gonna
dude.
go up to Kyoto to see some of like the temples and whatnot. They
hmm
also have like some sort of garden there, so I'm sure it'll make for some nice photos.
Like a Zen garden.
Like a botanical garden, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know, but there's like 12 temples right outside the square. So
Yeah. Listen, I see it in anime all the time.
of course, the petals
That's what my
falling
knowledge
across the
comes
street.
from.
Did you see that there was I think it was in college. Someone did a history lesson, and as they were explaining the location, they were playing Assassin's Creed Unity.
It's funny you mentioned that because they introduced sorry, there we go. Introduced I think it started with Origins and then Odyssey had it. And then I think even Valhalla had it, but it's like a history mode for the game. So it'll you go to an area like if you go in Origins, you go to one of the pyramids or you go to any
Mhm.
like the um what are the cat fucking like statues called? The Sphinxes.
Oh, the Sphinx. Okay.
And it gives you like a little history lesson and like some have voiceover, some have photos of the real life. Like in Odyssey, if you go to the Parthenon, the Pantheon,
hmm
shows you, tells you about it, and all that kind of shit. I'm like, yo, super
That's
dope, super
awesome.
good way to familiarize people with the area and also, get a little backstory and history and shit and how they're bringing. I'm like, I love that. I think that's super dope.
Yeah,
So,
that's really cool because that's part of those. At least for me, that's part of those games that I really enjoy. Is one the backstory.
mhm.
Like I love finally understanding, like, oh, what's the backstory from the threat or whatever.
Yeah.
But then when it's like fantasy history, like
Mhm.
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Oh,
I
shit's great.
love that movie just because it ties in like, oh, this was a real figure, but here's a cool spin on their story. I'm like, that is
Yeah.
so dope. Like
What if
it's just
JFK lived past 50 years old?
Nani. Like,
CIA's nightmare.
dude, I love that shit. It's so much fun.
Yeah. It's funny because I don't know why I do it. I just really like those games. Um, but I replayed Far Cry Primal recently,
Oh, so
like
good.
last month. That's like my fourth time playing that game and beating it. I have like a try yearly, like Ubisoft run, where like, oh, I go back and play like the old Far Cry games, the Assassin's Creed games. Like finished Primal, was working my way through 5. I'm like, man, I really want to play Origins again. So I'm like, fuck it, just play Origins. you know,
Dude,
uh,
I think Origins is the best of those new Assassin's Creeds.
I 100% agree with you. Someone's gonna say, well, no, it's Odyssey because it has endless content. I go, well, that's why you're wrong. Because that shit is it just
I'm not playing
that
Assassin's
game,
Creed for endless content.
dude. I put like 40 hours in that game, man, and I didn't feel nowhere near the end.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is just too long, dude. Like
Plus,
the
I'm a
story's
sucker for
cool.
Egypt.
Yeah, that place is, and plus it's like the kind of origination of the assassins. Like I love that shit.
Yeah.
Game's great,
Yeah, that's the thing with Odyssey. It's like sail 10 miles to go pick up a piece of paper.
dude. Bro, telling you, they should realistically have had every single fast travel unlocked for like the major cities, and then from there you can go around. Like I honestly think that would have helped decrease the length that game had. You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
because like you said, you go sail and then you find one waypoint in like a sea of nothing. You're like, well, that's not gonna do me anything
Yeah.
because I still got to sail 40 miles this way.
And that's the annoying part. It's like if you gotta like get off and like stop playing, it's like, oh, I haven't hit a fast travel yet. So
Yep.
like I don't know,
Yeah.
I just
Nightmares, man. Nightmares.
It's
I still
not
haven't beat Valhalla either.
me neither. I think I
Probably
have
should.
what, like 30 or 40 hours in there.
Yeah, because I remember we got it the same day. We were playing kind of roughly the same. Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit.
There's just, I don't know. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Plus, that was also a time where I don't know, I wasn't playing it for the story. I was just playing it to distract from
Yeah.
the rest of life. So I need to go back and kind of get back into it. But there's just
Mhm.
so much coming out. Dude, I don't know if you played it. You'd love it.
I saw you.
Another,
You were playing that crab game, right?
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it is good. So another crab's treasure. I'll put up some video right here of it.
Hmm.
It's a Souls like, and you play as a crab.
Yeah.
I'm telling
I
you,
saw it. I was like, yo, that game looks crazy.
dude, it's awesome. And one thing that I was really happy about, I'm not the best at Souls likes, but I do know in order to have a good one, the block and parry and the attacks and like the dodge,
You
the
gotta be tight.
timing has to work.
Yeah.
And it does. Like I noticed it for the block, especially. I beat the first big major boss
Mm.
and I was like, oh wow. Like I'm whooping her ass because the block and the dodge, the timing was so well done.
Yeah, like
I'm
you
like,
said,
wow,
it's gotta
this
be
is
tight. You gotta have the decent iframes.
yeah. And I'm
Not
like,
enough
okay,
people
this is good.
understand that.
Yeah. What's a bad version of that? I feel like some games have tried it and it hasn't worked out as well.
That's a good question. It's just I know that there's some games I'm thinking of, but I can't remember specifically.
Yeah, I
But
feel like
my
I
thing
played
with
one
that is
recently.
it's got to be tight. You can't be
Mhm.
floaty. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or like you go to like block and it goes,
Yeah.
I want that motherfucker right here now. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like that's what I want. That's my expectation.
Yeah.
You know, I hate when a
And
game is like, God, when a game has bad controls or like floaty controls. I'm like, that's like one of the worst things.
yeah. Well, and it matters because it's a Souls like.
Yeah.
Because the parry has to be instant. The block
Hmm.
has to be instant. The dodge has to hit with the frame of the attack. Like it has to work like that.
Listen,
What's
not enough people give respect to the OG Soulsborne's games, man.
like Dark Souls?
Monster Hunter.
You know what? I have seen plenty of that. Like,
Though those were the OG like hard games with like not great mechanics, but super fun and enjoyable and really a test of your skill. I feel like people do not credit those games enough. Because you try and solo a G rank Black Fatalis, man, it's not happening.
yeah, I feel like people just forget that that's part of the gameplay. Like when people think of Monster Hunter, they just think, oh, big monsters, big weapons. But
Yeah.
I've watched some of the gameplay and like during the animations, how you can dodge shit and like
Hmm.
you have to time it perfectly. It's crazy.
Yeah, World is really because that came from the like Wii U like DS versions of the game. So
Mm,
like for you, try, all that kind of stuff. So that was just how the game was. The hitboxes were garbage. You know, World really spoiled us with like great hitboxes for both the hunters and the weapons and the monsters. Because there'll be some like you'll get this far away from being hit, and that didn't happen because the
right.
hitbox is just that good. I'm like, I love that.
Yeah, it's something that only adds to it.
Hmm.
Like when you dodge based off of like a nut hair, you're just like, oh, thank God. But if it's a sloppy hitbox, like, oh, if you're within like a foot, it's like,
Yeah.
come on. But dude, man, it's really fun and it's colorful
Yes.
and it's
I
yeah,
saw there was like popsicle sticks with jokes on them.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that I've been not following it, but every now and then it'll pop up and I go, oh yeah, I forgot that game's coming out. That game's coming out. Yeah.
It's really fun, man. And the accessibility, you can turn on a switch and have a gun
A
that one
gun,
shots
yeah,
everything.
and like
It's
because it's the health is based off your shell, right?
so your health is you, and then the shield. So you don't have a shield you hold. You have a shield where as soon as you click it, you pop inside your shell.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
Yeah. And
I
what's
guess that makes
cool
sense.
is you can pop inside the shell and dodge from the shell. So you can be
All right,
blocking
that's pretty
and then
tight.
dodge.
That's
And
pretty
so I'm like,
tight.
oh yeah. So it's really cool.
Hmm.
But man,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
just
have to give it a
wandering
shot.
around and the the way it starts is great. The first 5 minutes, like the explanation for why
Yeah,
you're,
I saw that on your TikTok.
dude, it's so funny. Like, okay, you want to capture your audience? Boom, this is what all adults deal with.
Yeah,
It's
taxes.
it's great,
I'm
man.
I'm I'm looking at the Steam store for this game right now.
Mm.
Is this game relevant to you? Similar to other games you played, Elden Ring.
Yep,
It's like hell yeah, it is.
dude, it's so much fun. And
Yeah,
yeah,
I think that's something that people forget about games, man. Is that they're supposed to be fun.
yeah,
You know, maybe not your type of fun, but fun for somebody. You know.
yeah. And I meant it in my video. I'm like, dude, it's hard to get mad when you die, because like
Yeah.
the way you die is funny. It looks funny. This boss has a paper clip that he's using as like a guillotine, and he grabs you. Like,
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, you put it. You
yeah,
know,
it's so cool, man.
I like that.
Just it makes me want to keep going. Whereas instead of being frustrated, like, oh, this is the 50th time I've tried this,
Hmm.
it's great.
I was gonna say, man, that No Rest for the Wicked game.
Oh, I've seen that that's got a lot of updates.
It's gotten a lot of updates. The streamer I normally watch has been playing the shit out of that game, and the end game is massive. You know,
Yeah,
it's like a pretty sizable chunk of like end game. And like I say updates, like I think they just introduced like a new class or new character or something like that.
I
I'm
thought
like, yeah, dude, the game's looking
Endgame.
more
I thought the
appetizing.
early access is just like the first chapter.
Well, I thought it was too, and then I guess there's like a post section after that that like you can kind of go in and like I think it's only contained to that part of the world too. But you go in and you can like try to farm for materials and there's like weapon drops. I think there's like 4 legendaries or something like that. You know,
Hmm.
so
Interesting.
I thought it was shorter. Uh, that was what I initially thought about the game or understood about the
Mhm.
game, but it seems that end game is kind of sizable as well. So again, I
Interesting.
think it's only the first chapter stuff, but it's pretty good to know.
I do want to
So
get it. It looks great. Um,
yeah, it looks like it's getting healthy updates and uh whatnot. So definitely excited
yeah,
for that.
I watched the Game Ranks review, and by the time that video finished,
Mhm.
one of the first comments is like, they just rolled out an update to fix these 3 issues that were mentioned in
Yep.
the video. I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah,
And it looks great. Like, it
it
looks
does.
so cool. I love
Yeah,
the art style.
that's one thing that I've definitely been like enjoying about it most is that the art looks amazing and the
Yeah.
style and like the way everything looks like it feels. I'm like, it looks like oh, it feels good. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
I'm
when a game has
excited.
like meaty sounds and it plays good. Like, oh man, it's just oof.
That's one thing I still like about Diablo 4. When you kill something and it's got that like that
Yeah, the
crunchy
squelch
bones,
and
and
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, dude, did you hear about that Vietnamese like real estate tycoon
Oh,
that
bro,
got
yeah.
sent to or got the death penalty for
Death penalty, man.
fraud of $12.5 billion?
Listen, sounds about right to me, dude.
Yeah. Well, she mentioned it. She's like, "Oh yeah, he got
Mhm.
the death penalty for fraud." I'm like, "Here?" And she's like, "No, no, no. Actually, in like oh god, where were they living? God,
Yeah,
I'll
I
have to
don't
pull up the
remember.
article." But I was like, "There's no way that happened here for fraud." And they're like, "No, no, no, no,
Mm.
no. Like where they're living." I'm
No,
like,
yeah, it was
"Oh,
outside of the United States
yeah." And I'm like,
because
"That kind of
we
makes
don't
sense."
we don't uh we don't execute people for fraud. We just excuse all their PPP loans.
Yeah. God.
That's
You know,
that's what we do.
isn't the punishment supposed to fit the crime?
Nope, because we're not rich.
Isn't that the No, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who like they get 20 years for like murder. It's like,
Yeah,
wait a
no,
minute.
because we're not rich. That's what I'm saying.
Wait a minute.
How many actors or celebrities have killed somebody and gone on to become huge names? Fucking Chris
I'm
Jenner
talking
or
about not rich
what's
people. Like just normal people
oh
who get 20
well
years for murder. Like, wait a minute. I thought the punishment was supposed to match the crime. Like, huh?
oh I see what you're saying.
Like, how does that work? You know?
I don't know, man. This is if the system was perfect, right? It wouldn't be a problem, but it's not. The
Mhm.
flaws are just as with anything they exist.
Yeah.
That's why I used to support the death penalty as a younger man, but I don't so anymore. because even if we execute one innocent man, that is too much, and the
That's
system is not
true.
working as it should.
That is very true. That's
You know,
probably one of my biggest fears is to be like wrongfully convicted. Just
yeah,
the system shits the bed at every turn. And because
mm-hmm.
that, man, when you see those cases and after 20 years, they
Yeah,
finally got, dude, that's a lifetime
yeah.
because of a
What
little
do you
oopsie.
do?
Yeah.
You know,
That's insane. Yeah. I understand that. Like if there's a chance it
yeah.
ever
Like I
went
said,
wrong.
if one person habits of one person is too much.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I can't. Like again, I used to when I was younger, but not so much anymore. Because now you realize that you see the flaws, you see the cracks. You know,
Yeah.
so
I think, yeah, that's part of why I don't like the way, I mean, again, there's not really a better way at this point, but the way the law is set up is so flawed. Like, a jury of your peers who none of them are educated in the system of law at all.
yeah,
So they don't know how to take information that's given to them and interpret it a certain way. And
yeah,
it's like, the whole system is made up of people. So it's automatically going to be flawed and be
yeah.
emotionally charged and have vendettas and biases and whatnot. It's like, oh, whew, just,
Because yeah, if there's like overwhelming proof and oh, here's this guy. There's a foot. Somebody caught a shot of him slicing this woman's head off. You go, all right, that motherfucker
yep,
probably did it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But when there's too much circumstantial evidence and witness testimony, which we know has been proven to be inconsistent at best and completely not even useful at all.
yeah,
Um, no, I get it. Like I said, I know people are gonna disagree with me and be like, "Well, what if a person did this?" I'm like, overwhelming evidence convinced me that this person needs to die. Because
yeah,
listen, I don't mind. If like a serial killer that we like, oh yeah, he admitted and we found all 16 bodies. Yeah, just get rid of him.
yeah,
This man is not rehabilitationable,
yeah.
rehabable,
That's
rehabable. I'm one of them.
rehabilitatable.
Yeah, but that's what it is.
I think
Probably.
he is beyond reproach.
Yes, there we go. Like I said, cut him, get him out. He's
Yeah,
a stain on the world as a whole. But if like this, I just you can't trust that shit, man.
yeah.
You know.
There's a you know there's like a line where okay we think we have enough to convict. It's like shit always bugged me. Like wait. No, I don't want enough. I want every single thing
Yeah.
100%. Because
But
man,
that's just not how it works. You know.
yeah, that'd be terrifying. Go away for something you didn't do.
Yeah. Because imagine how many people would get away with stuff if it wasn't 100% provable.
Yeah, I
You know.
think with the way technology's going, that will become less frequent.
Yeah, we're doing
Because
Minority Report up in this bitch.
listen, we're getting serious, folks. Lock in, grab your coffee, and lock in. Hold on to your.
Dookie, because it's about to get spooky.
That's right. But with cell phones, AI, I'm sure at some point people are going to be wearing something that records everything. Like we're going to get to a point to where we don't know who did it. Wrong, because the 10,000 AI glasses that everybody wears now all connected and found the person and saw
Yeah.
like
Like I said,
we're
it's Minority
watching.
Report.
Yeah, we're watching like these New York cold cases, or not
Mm-hmm.
cold cases, but like they were unsolved for 10 years and then they finally solved. Dude, they're so good. And
Mm-hmm.
it talks about in 1997. I'm like, well, yeah, no shit. This is before they had 3 cameras in the entire city.
Yeah.
Nowadays, there's a camera everywhere.
Cameras and like you said, everything that records sounds and
Yep,
metadata, fingerprints. Yeah.
it's wild, man. So
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll see that less and less as years go by. Be able to
God, I'm picturing
pull
it
up
now, dude.
pull up somebody's glasses and plug them into a computer, and it'll just pull down like the entire
That's
transcript of the last
that's
week.
the worst.
Yeah,
That's the worst timeline to me, man.
really.
Yeah. You know, I'm not saying let people do what the fuck they want to do, but man, there's just a track record of shit being used just in the most irresponsible ways. You know,
Yeah,
like imagine how this could be for stalkers, you know, or something like that. Like,
yeah,
damn, dude, or even shit like the witness protection program. You know, like just be obsolete.
that's true. That's why I think I'm no, I'm pretty okay if there's a gap in consumer technology and like government technology,
Yeah,
which obviously I'm sure there is. But like, hey, only like the CIA and FBI and shit are able to do this.
yeah.
Consumers don't have access to. I'm okay with that
I mean,
because
yeah, that I'm sure that exists now.
yeah, like that's how it should be.
You know,
Because I mean, like Men in Black. Could you imagine if normal
oh,
people got a hold of all their shit, dude?
peak.
It'd be terrible. Wouldn't that be
Yeah,
cool though to be in the Men in Black? That'd be fucking sweet.
dude. What if I'm in there right now, man?
Hey man, you better
I
get
go there
me
in
in
my
there like swimwear.
dreams. Hey,
Hey
you can't
man,
be
get
using
me in
that,
there.
man.
That's
I'm in there like
patented.
swimwear, man.
Get me in. Let me in.
Let me in. Let me in.
Uh, mm. As
Yeah,
y'all
that
can
shit
notice,
was terrifying.
the treadmill era will continue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm shedding these calories.
Because every time we post to TikTok and somebody's like, "Is bro walking?
Yeah.
Is bro on a treadmill?" I'm like, "Oh yes, please continue to ask
Where's
those
bro going?
questions." Yeah. Oh, that one's good. That's a good one. That one's good. I will say that. That one is very good.
Oh man. You tell me where I'm going. Tell me where this podcast is going. I'm on an incline right now, so we're going up
Mm-hmm.
to the tip, the top.
That's
Bench
right.
drip.
Gonna drip down into your comment section.
Hey, that
God,
was
that
pretty
sounds
good.
awful.
And if you want comments, go down there and comment,
Yeah.
and we'll respond. Go like and subscribe.
I'll tell you why the Pittsburgh Steelers are the #1 team in the NFL.
Ooh, just by like numbers, I don't know if that's so true.
I don't believe you. Prove it to me right
Do,
now.
do they still have Roethlisberger as the QB?
Oh hell no, that motherfucker tied like 5 years ago.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I feel like every time I watched him, it was always, oh, he's doing well. Boom, gets hurt, hits his
Yeah,
knee, takes a, goes
sits,
down and
sits,
gets something
yeah,
torn.
sits out 2 quarters, comes back the last quarter and throw for like 3 touchdowns. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's Ben Roethlisberger. It's like, oh
Oh
yeah,
man.
you almost tore your kneecap off. Go ahead and sit a quarter.
Yep.
Ben's like, a quarter? I'm coming back out 10 minutes later, man.
Dude was a tank.
I love that guy, bro.
Massive.
I love that dude. Him and Heath Miller. Those are my
Who?
two.
Heath Ledger?
Heath Miller. He was tight end. We drafted him, I think, like
Oh, okay.
2008 or something like that. Man, like I said, there's one thing that really describes Pittsburgh football. It's like fucking punching this ball down your throat, you know, and that's what those guys did, like to the T. Just play ball. Just yeah. Are you okay?
The dogs are just,
Oh, they're going crazy.
I swear
I
to God.
know.
Like the
Mine's
the
the
mail
same
the
way.
mailman opens the boxes below us. They're
Hmm.
going crazy. A fly freaking farts a mile away though.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, if they're out there, it's not a problem.
Yeah. I got a male and a female, and then the female's currently in heat, and the male smells it. He's just going crazy, man.
Oh damn. But I
Yeah.
bet he has no nuts.
No,
Ah, dang. There's
no.
what is it? It was a clip. It was two cats, and the female wasn't fixed, but the male was. So
Hmm.
she like had her back arched up right in front
Oh,
of him, and he's just
yeah.
sitting
He was
there
just
like
sitting there, just
looking at.
pathetic.
Hey, what are you doing to me? Oh God, man. Oh, I'm on, I believe, the last episode of Fallout.
Oh, dude, I finished it, bro. That shit is so good.
There's 8 episodes, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm on 8. Okay. Yep. I'm on 8 right now, and man, I'm again the most interesting aspect to me is they just went into Vault 31,
Hmm.
found the little brain, and I'm like, give me the
Oh, well,
explanation.
we should really spoiler this
Oh yeah, spoilers.
Yeah, like majors, but like the show just came out. Like
I mean,
normally,
yeah, spoilers. Big spoilers right here.
mm,
But I'm just waiting. I'm like, tell me. I know that all the vaults like have something going on, so like I want to know.
yeah, yeah,
And dude,
it's gonna be crazy.
when they break, like they show the background of Vault 4 of
Hmm.
like what that was, I was like, oh, interesting. That's kind of cool.
Yep.
I like it.
So, very good show. Like I said, it really gives us a lot of lore. I know some stuff is kind of more fan theory, at least kind of generally, and then some stuff is like, oh, this is canonical. Like to give us some more solidified stuff was huge.
Yeah.
We got some really dope shit. So
And I like the flashbacks with Coop
great.
just showing
And
like,
honestly, they work the best in this episode that you're gonna watch.
oh yeah, so far like you can see the
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
Like I know it's right there. I'm like, oh
Like yeah. You see like the
yeah,
starting to connect, man.
yeah. It's like, oh, ooh, man. Yeah. I think I've got like 40 minutes left in the episode. I'm
Mm.
itching. I'm itching.
Hey man, get some baby powder on that.
But I'm also itching to go play as a crab again. Dude, shit's
That's
so
fair.
fun. I got a soda can as armor right now.
Still been playing a lot of Warframe, so
I saw. I need
yeah,
to get back into it.
it's great. Game's fun.
I did enjoy it back in the day. And I know it's only better at this point.
Hmm.
Oh man. You know what's out right now? Dune 2. You can
Oh,
now
that's right.
own
You
it.
can watch it on is it streamable?
I think it's on Amazon Prime for rent and purchase. And I believe it just came out like out. I think.
Uh,
I
Dune
think it's Amazon, right?
2.
I know this isn't live, but somebody tell us.
You can rent it on Spectrum, Apple TV, Amazon, Google Play, YouTube, and Fandango.
Got it. Okay.
And then yeah, you could buy it on the respective same ones except Spectrum. So
Spectrum. I thought that was an internet provider.
it is.
Hmm.
So,
Interesting.
I do new. Still
Indubitably.
haven't seen the first one. So
Wait, but you watched the second one?
no,
Oh, okay. Dude, you got to
I've,
watch
I've
them.
seen I've seen neither of them. Yeah,
Oh my good God. It's so good.
yeah. I don't know.
Man.
I always
It's
hear it. It's usually
especially
thrown
for
in there with
you,
like
like an audio person.
yeah,
Dude, you throw on your headphones, like, oh man, you're gonna love it.
yeah. I should probably get around to watching those.
I am
I've got a lot of story though from TikTok. They
oh
really just be going crazy in depth with all the like his son Leto 2 Atreides, whatever the fuck his motherfucker's name is,
yep.
turns into a giant worm. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. What kind of shit is that?
Muad'Dib.
Lisa Al Gaib.
I love the like the memes of the fight. Paul's like, may thy knife chip and shatter, and Fade is like, in his head, he's like, hey, that shit slaps. I'm gonna say it too.
I'm gonna say it too, man.
Because you can
I
see
love
in his
the
smile, he's like,
yeah.
may thy knife chip and shatter. And then
Well, because from what I understand and what I've seemed to have gathered from what people like, kind of generally getting is that like that Fade Routh is like a crazy motherfucker,
Mhm.
you know.
Dude's
So to
like
finally have
psychotic.
somebody who is on your level but not like showing as much, it probably feels kind of different to him.
Yeah.
Because compared to the rest of everybody, like he's like the only person who's like got these crazy traits and is kind of like a psychopathic person.
It kind of reminded me of like when the Joker fights anyone who's not Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he finally fights Batman, he's like, oh, it's like this euphoric finally.
Yeah.
So,
It's like you know that's your match.
yeah. Like I no longer have to be bored.
Yes.
Ah, man, I'm so juiced. I can't wait to watch it again. Also, the trailer came out for Transformers 1.
I watched a little bit of that.
I'm digging it.
Looks good.
I'm gonna have to get used to Peter Cullen not voicing Optimus.
Yeah.
Fine, I can live with that. The fact that they're on Cybertron, I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
No human crap. Don't care. I'm
You
here for
don't love the
Optimus.
wit wikis?
Like the fucking wit wacky my sack. Get out of here. I don't care. Nah, don't care.
What about Mark Wahlberg?
Who?
Titus Welliver?
Knight Titus?
Yeah.
Oh man, I love Transformers.
Yeah.
That's oh god.
I was a Beast Wars kid. That's
Oh
what I
dude,
watched.
Beast Wars is the shit. Oh my god. What a great show.
I had the cheetah. I had his toy.
Cheetor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I had any of those toys, which is surprising. I did
I had a
have the
couple.
Optimus from the first Transformers movie.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what a great show.
Yeah, listen, man. I was locked in as a kid. I forgot everything, but I remember watching it. Same thing,
So
Power Rangers. I remember watching Power Rangers. Don't remember anything about Power Rangers.
me neither. But I didn't watch a
Uh,
lot. A lot of me was like SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron.
I mean, I watch this stuff too, man. I'm not that fucking old.
What were you
Yes, I
watching,
was
bro?
watching
Popeye?
Paw Patrol. Yeah, fucking Andy Griffith show.
Yeah.
I was watching that
What's
shit too.
Sanford and Son?
Dude, that shit is great, man. Yeah. Red
Oh
Fox,
god.
man.
What a great time to be alive. And I mean right now. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. Why can't we go back to simpler times?
Back when I could own slaves.
Back
I
when
listen to
toilet paper was sandpaper.
anytime you talk about like the good old days, that's like one of the first comments you see. It's like, yeah, back when I could own them. I'm like, all right, motherfucker.
Is it really?
Yeah. Remember, we're getting to the point where now where the internet is again just children, cringy,
Yeah.
cringy, 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 cringy children.
Also, people are more forthright with their like darker side
yes.
because they don't have
Yes.
to suffer the consequences of the person next to them, like knocking them out.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, yeah, go to class and say that.
Yeah. No, they do the class too. The amount of videos I've seen of kids doing I just saw a video of that dumbass kid. It's like 16, 17-year-old kid. He's holding up like $20,000. He goes, what am I still in school for? My motherfucker could not spell a single word right in that damn what he typed out. Like, that's why you should be in school, you dumbass.
Yep. Like you need at least through high school to just
Yes.
get your common. I'm not even gonna say it teaches you common sense, but just common knowledge you need to know at least a
Yes.
lot of it. I saw one. He's like, I thought a quarter meant 25. I didn't realize a quarter meant a fourth. I'm like,
Bruh. I saw that shit too. What he's talking about. What were they talking about?
they were talking about like a quarter past 5.
That's right. Yeah,
It's
they're
not
talking about
5:25.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, he thought it was
5:15.
5:20. I'm like,
Yeah, it's like
bruh,
it's called a quarter because it takes 4 to make a dollar.
fucking hell, yeah, dude.
Oh man.
Just like people when I think it was like Wendy's introduced or Burger King introduced like it's our new 1/3 pound, whatever. And everyone was like, oh, but a quarter pound, 4 is bigger than 3. How could it be bigger? Or I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Oh,
So if I gave you, and that's the thing, people can understand it, right? If I gave you 6 nickels and I said, give me half of those nickels, you would give me 3.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? If I give you 10 pounds of something, say, hey, split that up and give me half of that. They give you 5 pounds.
Yep.
Like, we know what these things mean. It's just people are fucking, the brain just shuts off, man. You know,
Stay in school, kids. At least through high school,
please.
please. Just do it. Pay attention to basic math. You don't need calc or any of that. You're not gonna use it.
You use, like I said, I say, like, do pay some attention, not a whole lot in math, because you can always use a calculator. That's fine. You're allowed to use one at work. You're going to be able to use one for the rest of your life. Motherfucker, learn how to spell.
Yeah.
Learn how to spell. Learn how to write cohesively. Learn how to not make every sentence you type a run-on sentence. Use punctuation. Like, the amount, like, bruh, the amount of words that I'm seeing that are misspelled that I'm like, this is the fucking easiest word to spell, bro. Somebody spelling, like, I didn't know we could get to that point. You know, like how people get like it's and it's confused.
Mm.
Your, and your, there and there, like all that kind of shit. Um, through and through.
Yeah.
So somebody be like, "Oh yeah, oh, how could he see through the glass?" THREW. I'm like, what the fuck?
I God.
I'm like, ain't no way, man.
I do have some empathy for English as a second language learners,
Yes, absolutely.
because English is the most inconsistent language I have ever seen. It's here's a set of rules, except to these
Yes,
10 things they don't apply.
yes. There's a lot of contradictions,
Yes.
unfortunately.
But if you're like, I have less empathy if it's your native language and you've been through
Bruh,
all of school
that's
and
what I'm
all through high
saying.
school. Like, what are you doing?
Can't spell,
Plus,
can't read nothing.
especially in this day and age, you need to be able to spell, because you're probably going to be typing a lot
Yes.
at some point. If that's your profession,
Oh,
you need to
but
be able to spell.
autocorrect.
Listen, autocorrect
Um,
is not in every program.
Listen, man. You ask a kid, you ask like a Gen Z, say, "Hey, type me something." They're gonna go on their phone and they're gonna go like that.
Yeah.
They're not gonna, bro. We're cooked. We should just turn ourselves over, put a little seasons on us, man, because we're done.
Hey, man, I want some wood fire garlic seasoning on me.
Oh,
Spice me
sounds
up a bit.
good.
I'm a little pale. I need to orange up. Need to give me a little artificial tan.
Slap some turmeric powder on you.
Sauce me up, baby. What are the comments? Oiled up. Oh man.
Morgan Wrinkled podcast oiled up. It's like, bro, why is this? Why is that search blue, man?
Okay, what does TLDR mean? I haven't looked it up.
uh, oh, really?
Yeah.
Stands for too long didn't read. So if you it's usually for, it started, I believe, in Reddit,
Oh, so
or
like a
even
summary?
probably even Tumblr, I think. Yeah, you get a big like paragraph, couple paragraphs long thing. You're like, I don't want to read all that. Usually somebody put a TLDR at the bottom.
Oh, okay. So yeah, a summary.
Yeah,
Why
TLDW, too long
why
didn't watch.
why didn't we just say summary? That's already a word.
Mm, people love their acronyms, man.
Hey, do we not know what summary means?
Or my favorite is I anal.
Huh? Say it
I
again. Uh-huh.
anal.
I, I'm not analyzing.
Mm-mm. Stands for I am not a lawyer. So somebody like, somebody's giving out advice or something like that. And it's like, oh, hey, listen, I'm not a lawyer, but this is what I would do. Blah 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 blah.
Dude, imagine a future generation looking back and trying to break this shit down.
Bro, it's like hieroglyphics, man.
It's gonna be worse than hieroglyphics.
It's hieroglyphics with fucking autism.
God.
That's exactly what it is.
Jesus. Oh my God. What is happening?
Listen, man. I mean, to be fair, those have been around for a long time.
Yeah. Listen, this is why we need this podcast. We need to add wrinkles back into this generation.
Mm-hmm. Get you thinking right.
That's right. Flex those wrinkles, or make them if they're not there.
Yes, form them.
Yeah, go in there.
And
With
that's
a
what we do.
chisel.
We're like the in Bugs Bunny where he's giving Elmer Fudd the head massage. That's what we're doing with your brain right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just getting the hair tonic in it.
Oh man. Little jackhammer in there.
Yeah.
By force if we have to.
Yeah, we're getting rid of the asphalt on top of that dome piece, son.
Oh man. What a great time to be alive.
So I don't know if you've seen, and I kind of don't even want to bring this up, but I kind of have to because it's like the biggest thing on TikTok right now. Let me ask you a question.
All right.
You're in the forest.
Okay.
Would you rather be in the forest? And I'm just completely random. Either a random man, any man in the world, or a random bear.
I assume like in a situation of danger.
No,
just in
just in
general?
the forest. Just in the forest. You know,
Uh
you're not current. Like if you were to choose, you wouldn't automatically be put in a situation of like I got to defend myself.
oh, it's just I'd have to deal with.
Yeah, like maybe. Like I said, that's why I say random bear, random man.
Okay.
So it could be a bear with a mama bear with two cubs. It could be a young
Ooh.
bear. It could be whatever. And but a random man, just anywhere in the world, out of the half of the
Oh,
people on this planet.
dude. I'd probably choose a bear outside of like a grizzly bear mom with cubs,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because in that situation, everything you do is wrong.
But like I said, it's random. So you could get it, you couldn't get it. So that's what I'm saying.
Oh God. Maybe I'd choose a man just because the chances, like your chances of getting a grizzly bear are higher than the chances of that random man being like The Rock.
That's fair.
Although The
Like I
Rock's
said,
probably a nice guy.
you're
So
you're that's the hypothetical is that you're not in any like you're not gonna accept the man, right? And then all of a sudden you're gonna be put into a fight with the man. And you're
yeah,
not gonna accept the
that's
bear and
fair. That's
automatically be
fair.
put into a fight with the bear. Like I said, this is just random
Yeah.
stance.
Okay. I'd probably choose the guy
Hmm.
because there's a higher chance that the situation with a bear is going to escalate to something of like getting eaten or having
So
to. Yeah, I think the chance is higher,
yeah.
like on average.
So let me ask you this now. What do you think a woman would pick?
Oh, probably a bear in a heartbeat.
Uh,
Probably.
That is the universal answer that I've seen on
Really?
TikTok. Yes, especially for women, because and this stems from a hypothetical that somebody made up. Again, this is hypothetical. This is not a factual situation. This is not happening. Somebody asked if you're a woman, if you had to be stuck in the woods with something, would you rather be stuck in the woods with a bear, or would you rather be stuck in the woods with a man?
Mhm.
And a lot of the women are like, I'd rather be stuck in the woods with a bear because at least with a bear, I know its intentions.
Yeah.
You know, it's either there to kill me or it's, like most bears are, like they're pretty skittish, you know what I'm saying? Unless they're like starving or 100% threatened, like they're usually going to run away from you. And if you are attacked and you get the chance to go for the eyeballs,
Yeah.
a predator is not going to attack something that, like, yeah, you'll get fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, again, this is just facts. This animal is, I'm half as big. I'm 6'4", 400 pounds. I'm less than half as big as a fucking full grown bear is.
Oh yeah.
You know, like it's
Dude,
just not
grizzlies
happening.
are massive.
I'd choose the bear because if I won, I'd have a dope ass story. If I lost, I died fighting a bear. There is no fucking losing situation for me. You know what I'm saying? And then like, especially if I kill it, like if I beat it up so bad, but it kills me, but it
Damn.
wander off and dies. For a dude, like I said, that's just ultimate for me. But again, no, that might not be the situation. It's random.
That would be a pretty dope story. Damn. I didn't think about that.
But that's what I'm saying. But for women, like I said, you can't take that risk. You know, they can't take that risk of like being out there with a man who you don't know his intentions, you don't know what he's capable of. I mean, we know what men are capable of, but you
Oh
don't know
yeah.
if he is capable of that. You know what I'm saying? Like morally, from whatever justice standpoint, that he exists. Like you don't know. Um,
That's fair because you know what the bear, like, you could calculate like 10 outcomes with a bear.
yes, realistically,
Like,
with a guy, you'd have to encounter every single situation, every single scenario that you could think of.
yeah.
You know, and the one thing that I've seen, especially come up with that is really kind of because at first I was like, no, that's bullshit. There's no way a woman would be stuck with a bear. They would choose a dude.
Mhm.
But then I started seeing the comments, and then some of the things I saw was like, well, at least if somebody saw that I was attacked by a bear, they would believe me. You know,
Damn.
they wouldn't ask what she was wearing. They wouldn't ask me,
Oh,
was I drunk or not? I'm like, fuck, dude, you're right, bro.
that's
And
sad. Yeah. And if, the worst thing a bear's going to do is kill you.
yeah,
Dude, yeah. I
and
mean,
I was like, damn, man, that's some real shit. That's not something that again, that's not something we encounter is not all
yeah.
the time, I should say. Again, sexual assault males does happen.
Mhm.
Uh, I believe it's 1 in 6 males have been assaulted or harassed during their lifetime.
Yeah. And
Uh,
usually, I believe, usually it's by other men.
yes,
Yeah.
uh,
Um,
because
but
again, it's a power thing. You
damn.
know,
Yeah.
so and
That's
though I
crazy.
think one comment that I really saw that kind of twisted my view on it, like maybe go towards the bear side,
Hmm.
was like you go to the shelter, right, and then you go look for dogs, and then the person says, well, hey, this dog is good, but they're scared of males. Nobody questions the dog. You know, they just go, well, yeah, that seems about right, because
Hmm.
again, we know what men are capable of. But if a woman were to say like I'm not really comfortable around males, they go, what does that mean? You know,
Ah,
like they just it's just questioning. I'm like, damn, that's some real shit.
wow. Yeah.
And again, I know it's gonna happen in the comments. They're gonna be like, oh, they're not gonna have sex with you, bro, or something like that. That's not the point. Like I said, these are
Dude.
women. Like every woman has a story. Every woman
Hmm.
I know has a fucking story. My boss is like one of the dopest women I know has a fucking story. Like it's bullshit. You
Yeah.
don't. Men are bad. Again, not all men,
Yeah.
but there is a point where it becomes all men until it's no men.
I think
You know.
it's one of those things I feel like a lot of just people in general, based on where we're at in society, you don't see a lot of men in their vicious side because usually that's not required.
No.
It's kind of like, you see the stories of where like girls are wrestling with their boyfriend and he pins her
Yeah.
down and she realizes how strong he is. It's like,
Yeah.
that's because you like rarely will your guy ever need to showcase that. So you're never going
Especially
to see that.
against or
Like,
like towards you.
yeah,
Usually
like
that's
that's
something
not going
that's
to happen.
reserved for like a threat. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. So, but like other guys, that's why, like men are so iffy on other dudes just in general because we know
exactly.
what's in their head. We know what they
Yeah,
can do.
like that's what I'm saying, and that's my favorite thing too is that like what this dude is capable of. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But you still allow it. We still allow it within society. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the worst
Yeah.
part to me is that like you see it all the time. Dads would be like, "Oh, I wouldn't want my daughter to date none of these men today." Why? Because you know what they're capable of. So why the
Mhm.
fuck didn't you do nothing to stop it? Why aren't you not advocating for like why? But like because they go, "Oh, it's not my duty. So I don't need to do it." But now your daughter exists in a world where this shit happens all the time.
Right.
So what did you do? You just brought somebody into this world who's gonna get fucking fucked up. You know,
Fuck, man, that's crazy. Yeah.
it's the same
It's
shit I hear when it's people talking about racism. Oh, racism affects white people too. So why aren't we doing nothing to stop it? Why aren't we doing nothing to stop it? You just let it keep happening, right?
yeah.
Because when in the majority of the time it's not against you, that's
I've
why it's
I've seen
okay.
the argument a couple times, and I feel like there's some validity to it. Stop talking about race, period.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
stop making anything about race.
You
Like
just
at
can't help
all.
it though, because that
Literally
doesn't.
everything. Like
Nobody will click on the videos. Nobody will read the
yeah.
articles. It won't happen anymore.
Like no more on applications, no more asking race. When we're talking, it's not about like, oh, this is my black friend, blah blah blah. It's like, no, this is my best friend, so and so. Like if we stop making anything about race, given enough time, race won't matter anymore because
But
it doesn't matter. It's based on like character. That's the whole thing.
yeah, no, absolutely, 100%. You know, but it's just people can't help themselves. Like I said, we've been conditioned, especially here in the states, man. I know racism exists outside here, but that's where we live. That's where I live.
Right.
you know, we've been conditioned to think like everyone is our enemy all the time. You know what I'm saying? The person down the street walking their dog, that dog's gonna get loose and it's gonna attack you. Get ready. Oh, pepper spray's not enough. You gotta bring a gun now. You know what I'm saying? Now
Yeah.
you're always paranoid. Now you're always looking for something. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. Like that's the thing. People be like, "Oh, these people do shit all the time, or bad, and this and that." And I go, "Motherfucker, bad people do bad things. What is it like? Less than 2% of the United States commits crimes at all. You know what I'm
Is it
saying?
really that low? Wow.
Yeah, because it just
I
doesn't
mean,
happen like that. You
yeah.
understand? Like it's been sensationalized to the point where that's all we're seeing.
Well, yeah, because
You
that's
know,
that's what gets clicks and views is only the bad stuff. So that's all you're
that's
gonna see.
exactly, and that skews biases.
Yeah.
You know, Like it's bullshit. That's all you're being shown to see.
Yeah.
Like it's something that I think about constantly. Is people be like, oh, anytime there's like a school shooting or something like that, or a killing, or immediately they tell you what this person's race is because they want you to start seeing everybody as the enemy. Fucking white, black, religion, Muslim, fucking Buddhism. Like bad people do bad shit. That's just the rules.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like everyone lives their lives fucking so afraid, and like the only shit I really give a shit about is the drivers, because one, people are losing the ability to drive daily. It is just falling apart out there. I don't know how much I drive to work eh, both times in traffic pretty much, and like, dude, motherfuckers cannot drive.
Yeah.
Like we're in stop and go traffic, and this guy's like on my ass. He's trying to like get on the fucking on the side to like pass people and shit. But I'm like, that's where the construction shit is. Just now you just put everyone else in a big issue because we have to stop and wait for your dumbass to get back in line. Because even
Right.
though you're the idiot that decided to, you know, skip the queue and kind of ride like everyone else is, we still have to pay for your mistake. There's no empathy, there's no accountability, these things don't exist inside society anymore. You know,
I feel like the sense of
it,
urgency is just too high. And
all
people
the
are
time.
also, they don't know how to plan their time. It's like,
That too.
plan to
The
be
amount of motherfuckers
15
that is
minutes
late.
early. Plan to be early everywhere.
Yeah,
There's no downside at all.
that
If you
shit
show
is
up 10
absurd to
minutes
me.
early, cool. You don't have to rush. If there's traffic, cool. You gave yourself a buffer. There's no downside.
Yep. You go
Just
you go to grandma's house late, you getting smacked.
yeah. And you're missing out on pie
And you
and
getting smacked.
mac and cheese. Like, dude,
Listen, I'm not condoning violence against kids, man, but sometimes your kid does something real bad, just give him 5, man. Somewhere.
no, that's when you put their head down and fart on them.
Wow.
That'll leave more of a mark.
Listen, I don't want to kill them, man. I just want to make them scarred for life. So they can't form trusting human relationships. They're scared that everyone is going to attack them at all times. That's all I want to do.
God,
I don't want to kill them, man. Come on, what are you crazy? Disgusting.
I was
Monster.
gassed back in 2024.
Oh shit. Oh boy. They use
Oh
my
man,
chemical weapons against me.
fuck, man. Yeah, it's sad. That's why a lot of
Yeah.
these like major news outlets, it's like, oh, I'm not watching because I
Yeah,
know
get
what the
rid of them.
motivation is. Like,
Get rid of this shit. Get rid of every fucking landlord, man. We'll be a better goddamn country for
when
it. I
there's
tell
a
you.
financial incentive to lead your like what you're showing a certain way, and when you put out negative stuff, it gets more interaction. Then what do you think they're gonna put out?
It reminds me of when Jeff Bezos bought the Washington like Herald or something like that, like those years ago for like $1 billion or something like that. Um, like before they were pushing like, oh, should billionaires exist and blah 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 blah, and like kind of like general thought. You know what I'm saying? Especially being 10 years ago is more prevalent now than ever, right?
Right.
This motherfucker bought that shit like a year later. It was like maybe billionaires aren't as bad as we think, and like shit like that. I'm like, bruh, nobody's. If you reading this shit and you believe in this motherfucker, bruh, we are cooked.
The switch up. That's always, like I said, one week it's something, the other week it's the exact opposite. Did you see the whole like as soon as the TikTok ban got signed, that one dude bought like
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
million worth of Facebook?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like,
$1.5 million of Meta. I'm like, bruh. The real
interesting.
question is, I think it was 11.2 actually. I think the real question is why the fuck does the senator have that much money to even begin with?
Yeah.
It's horseshit.
Yep.
I just saw a thing too with the I don't know who it is, man. I gotta check to see who it was, but it was some congressman, I think, and he was sitting there talking. He's like, this is all a scam. He's like, wealth or Social Security. It's all a scam.
Oh,
You
dude,
know,
100%. Yeah.
and
It's
I'm like, bro,
it's like a
that's
legal Ponzi scheme.
yeah. And he goes,
Dude,
oh,
that's
how we can't repay him. We're $86 trillion in debt, and you know, in 30 years, people are gonna be coming up looking up here for their retirement, and we're not gonna have it for them. What's gonna happen?
right.
Oh, there's gonna be 150 million people in the U.S. that are gonna have no Social
Yeah.
Security. It's somebody's, and the guy was like, you could put this in the market. You could take that same money that gets
Oh my
deducted out of your
God.
check every week and put it in the market, and you'd have $8 to $10 million.
Dude, easily.
You know, I'm like,
I'd be
damn.
okay. Like, stop Social Security right now for certain age and down, right?
Mm,
Whatever it might be. I'm okay not getting it back. Keep what you have. I don't
yeah.
give a shit. Now I have that much to put into an IRA or a
Hmm.
401k or, a brokerage account. That's fine because I'm going to make more anyway.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? 40, 50 years of working? What is typical Social Security and Medicare? Or
It's
no, it's
like,
just Social Security out of each check.
yeah,
Was it like 100 well, it depends on your pay, of course.
yeah, something like that.
But dude,
I want to say it's like 12%. I want to say. I think.
12%. I mean, 12% from 18 to 65, dude, in
Yeah.
a IRA or a 401k, that's massive.
Hmm.
And that
That's one
12%
tenth of the
goes
money
up.
you've ever made.
And that
You
goes
know.
up as you increase in salary. So the
Hmm.
amount's going to go up. Oh my God, people would be so rich.
You know, we'd actually have like an economy again.
Like I said, turn off Social Security. I don't care about getting the money back. Keep it to pay the people you're already paying out because, they worked and put it in.
Hmm.
Fine. Let me keep that now and
No, I want that
invest it
money back,
myself.
bro.
Like
I want that money back.
I personally don't care.
Whether I gotta go up there on January 6th or when it gets back like it's supposed to, man, I'm getting that money back. You see me
It's
walk through the, I want my money back.
it's going to be
No,
that meme where what is it? It's the TikTok and he does a video and then it cuts to him with heaven in the background. Like, what
no.
happened?
Did I get my money back?
Bam, huh?
No, son,
Where?
you didn't. Son of a bitch.
What happened? Well, you didn't get the money back, but it's not your problem anymore. Oh man, yeah, just oh, I know. That's why I'm so excited to move out of California because then I don't have that state income tax. That'll be more money.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God! And then if Social Security stopped,
I don't know, man.
bliss, bliss.
I don't think it can.
I think it can. It'll just take a long time to phase out.
Well, I think it can too, but I think some shit has to go before it does.
Yeah, like I said,
You
they'd
know?
have to like slowly like wean it off.
Yeah.
They'd have to put some work in to calculate. Okay, based on these ages, like, and then what's the replacement? You know,
That's fair.
I think there should be like a federal, either Roth or traditional 401k that's active as soon as you get your first W-2 job. And
Listen,
then,
man, this won't be a problem because we'll just be back to buying war bonds again.
yeah,
So you can just put all your money in war bonds because we're almost guaranteed to go to war again.
you know what? You're not wrong.
Start throwing some stock in fucking nanomachine companies now because just as Metal Gear Solid 4 predicted it, we're all going to become PMCs for a larger nanomachine network.
Ooh, turn me into Raiden.
It's right.
Yeah. Dude, it's always him and Mortal Kombat.
Wait, hold on. Real question. Metal Gear Solid 2?
No,
Metal Gear
Rising
Solid
Revengeance.
3? Oh, okay, or Revenge is right. Okay, Revenge is right. All right, that's good. That's a
Dude,
good answer. It's
I
the only
want to
right
be I
answer.
want to be a cyberpunk ninja. Like, let's
I
go.
would have chosen Metal Gear Solid 3. If you know, you know.
Listen, all I know is I want to be slicing and dicing and like merc for hire. I want to be like
Yeah.
robot Deadpool.
Yeah, but then you die to a Mexican guy named Sam with a rocket powered katana.
Not me.
Well, you died him in the beginning, and then you get rebuilt, and then you
Yeah,
beat him in the end.
I know. I remember that. Like,
That's how it's
what is it?
supposed
The
to be.
first mission, I think, or the
Yeah,
first or second mission.
yeah,
He just fucks you up. It's like,
yeah, dude. I still that is one of my favorite things I've ever seen in a video game is that like he has his hand on the Suba ready to like like how you normally do and that you
yeah.
just launches off right in his chin. I'm like, oh shit, dude. That was like the sickest shit I've ever came up with.
It reminds me of
So of
those.
course, what I did immediately was make a D&D character. Because I
It
was like, how
reminds
can
me
I
of
turn this
anime.
guy?
Like when instead of hitting him with their sword. They hit him with the handle, like
Yeah.
boom, as they pull it out. It's like, oh,
That's
such a
some Afro
disrespectful
samurai
move.
shit, man.
Oh, dude, Samurai Jack. What a
Great
show. So good. Oh man. God, now I'm excited to finish Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
These dogs, man.
I heard him a little bit.
Oh my God. And one of them's, 2 feet long, little 6-inch off the ground corgi. Like, what is he gonna do? Little
Listen, man, he's
potato
the
with
ankle
legs.
biter. He's the cat cemetery or pet cemetery ankle biter.
Yeah, he
Yeah, let's
acts
go.
like he's 100 pounds.
Listen, man, that's how you gotta walk. Listen, that's what I tell people sometimes, man. Sometimes you gotta walk around life just thinking you the baddest motherfucker on the planet. Because for a second, one second, you just might be.
Hey, walk around like you're Kratos.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, sometimes you need it.
Or the main
a
character.
little inspiration in yourself.
Yeah. And also, people aren't thinking about you as much as you think they are.
No, I am.
Nobody gives a shit.
I think about all of you all the time. I know what you guys are doing, who you texting, what are you having for dinner?
What are you drinking right now?
Yeah.
What's it feel like?
Are you on any substances?
If so, you gonna share?
Yes. Oh, I love that video, man. It was a video of Walton Goggins. He plays the ghoul. You're like, oh, if you could take like 3 things into a vault, what would you take? The first thing the motherfucker goes is high grade edibles. I'm like, he's right. My brother is right.
I'd make it a good time, man.
And he was like, tequila and 1,000 limes. I'm like, yeah, listen, man. Yeah.
Man is prepared for the apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what would
I
you
just
guys,
came up with a new D&D scenario.
What would y'all take into a vault? 3 things. And we'll say you can bring one person as not one of your things. So 3 things that aren't a person.
Do we share the person? Depending on who it is.
A vault with 100 guys in one way.
Listen, that's a real vault. I believe it was 1 man and 699 women.
Okay, that one doesn't sound as terrifying.
Well, it does to me. So
yeah, I guess if you got some real, like
see you next Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Man.
Or like from Altered Carbon. Like, oh, you've never seen that. There's a
just
Mile High
a
club.
hole in the wall. Oh.
There's a Mile High club and they bring out like a suitcase full of knives and it's like, oh, you can do whatever you want to me. I'm gonna get a new body after this. And
yeah. That's fucked up. I don't like that.
No.
Listen, man, there's 2 ways that the US is headed right now. It's that way, like cyberpunk dystopian-esque, or it's fucking nuclear wasteland. We gotta wait. When did the bomb 2077? We gotta wait fucking 43 more years, man. Or 53 more years before the bombs drop.
I'll have had a good life. What is that? 43? What is that gonna make me? 69? Hey!
No, 53.
Oh.
Yeah.
79, that's not as cool.
Yeah. I'd be 83.
Dang.
Or I'd be 83. So yeah, Squidward.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 80. Yeah. I'd be Mermaid Man and you'd be Barnacle.
Oh man, that's great.
I can see it now.
What do y'all think? What are you taking into the vault?
Because if we're not sharing a person, then I know who I'd bring with me. And then I'd probably bring 3 holes in the wall.
All right, no shareable person.
One
That'll
for the men's shower, one for the ladies' shower, and then one for my shower.
Oh,
it's so fucking stupid.
Internet. Like
no,
Starlink?
No. Bro, you're gonna get this fucking satellite imaging through a
maybe
4-inch line, fucking lead line wall.
Damn, so we'd have to bring like a PS2, the old Ratchet and Clanks.
Dude, PS2 with all the games. That's one thing.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. Or an emulator mobile with like all the games.
I don't know. That's a great question because eventually you will play the PS2 games enough to where the disc won't work.
That's true.
So like all the data will get like, yeah, but what if you can't fix it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say if it breaks or like the battery explodes, the lithium ion technology doesn't exist.
I'm sure they have like dude, they got fusion cores. They can build a battery alternative.
Yeah, but that shit would be like this big, you know. It's not gonna be
Yeah.
like that. Like it's just gonna be the whole fucking thing. You might as well play on the side of a refrigerator, you know.
Oh, smart fridge. Can it run Doom?
Probably. I saw somebody
Uh,
ran one of those really high end expensive pregnancy tests. Somebody played Doom on that, and I was like,
that's amazing. See,
hell
this
yeah.
is why the internet is great. Like,
I'm more of a Chex Quest man. Doom sucks. So
I like backyard baseball,
backyard baseball is great. Backyard football, backyard basketball.
Club Penguin.
Well, wasn't playing that,
Dude,
but
be
I know
hitting
the
the
moves though.
slopes. Like, come on. You get hit the slope on your whatchamacallit? Snowboard?
I was playing World of Warcraft, man. I didn't have time for that.
I didn't play that because you had to pay for it.
Yeah,
My first MMORPG was The Old Republic, which is beautiful.
Overpel's very good.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I think technically my first was like Fantasy Star Online or Fantasy Star Universe. I think that was like a MMO on the 360, I think.
Hmm.
Or MMOS game where it was like 40 people or something like that. I
Yeah.
gotta double check, but I'm pretty sure that was my first.
Interesting. I feel like give it a few months and I might pick up No Rest for the Wicked.
Yeah,
If it gets
I
enough
kind of want
updates.
to. Yeah,
Just
yeah,
give
that's
it a
true.
little bit more. Dude,
Be a little
weapon
more consistent with
durability.
it.
I don't know about that. It's a Souls like with weapon durability.
Listen, I like that though. You know, it kind of makes you think differently about how you might
Yeah.
approach.
Yeah, that's true. Makes you
I know
flex those
it.
wrinkles that you got from this
Yeah.
podcast. So go down there and
Yes.
subscribe.
Absolutely.
Tap that notification bell, massage the like button, give it a little tickle.
Remember, do like the Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd. Put the hair tonic on his head and
Massage.
massage it. Yeah, massage it in the dome piece.
Yep. Drop a wrinkle emoji in the comments. Is
Listen,
there a wrinkled brain?
I want you to find a sentence from your favorite book. Type that out without any spelling mistakes.
And then we'll
If you
guess
could
the
do
book.
that, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Yep.
Listen, I know all books. All right, we'll definitely get it right first try.
Reminds me of that video. I'm the fastest reader in the world. And I brought with me the fastest writer in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
It's a song my mother used to sing to me. She died before I was born. It's like, wait, your mom used to sing to you? Yeah.
Oh,
You said she was no, I got her right here. Look, she's right here. It's like, bro, what? Those videos are great, man.
oh, man. Well, tell us what you think of episode 35, folks.
Yeah.
36 is coming soon. Go watch
Just
Doom
like
2.
me.
Not even. It's that video. Release that fish. Oh, I'm about to release.
I'm about to release it. Grab me that fish.
Ah, y'all have a great week, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.